Jobs not war. Jobs not war. Jobs not war. Jobs not war.
Jobs not war. Bring the billions, the war billions home.
Bring the war billions home. Bring the war billions home. Bring the war billions home.
Occupy Olympia, Wall Street is everywhere.
Occupy Olympia, Wall Street is everywhere. Occupy Olympia, Wall Street is everywhere.
Occupy Olympia,
Wall Street is everywhere.
Where are the 99%? Wonder where the billions went?
We're the 99%. Wonder where the billions went. We're the 99%. Wonder where the billions went. We're the 99%. Wonder where the billions went.
Jobs not war.
Jobs not war. Jobs not war. Jobs not war. Jobs not war.
Jobs not war. Jobs not war. Jobs not war. Jobs not war. Jobs not war. Jobs not war.
Wow, that is a real crowd out there. And are they angry? Daddy Warbucks, did you know about that? I thought we moved to Olympia in order for you to have a more quiet life, but it sure hasn't been like that so far. What are they doing out there?
Well, Annie, I suppose they're angry at rich people like me. It's always the case. The powerful are blamed for the poverty in the world. Olympia is so far from Wall Street, but the people in Olympia still know what's really going on.
Wow. Well, one woman out there said Washington State has spent $28 billion in the last 10 years on wars. She's real angry about it, too. That's a lot of dough, Daddy. Holy jumping Jehoshaphat. So's that. Where'd all that money come from, Daddy?
Yeah, Annie, it's rather impressive, don't you think?
It's real?
Oh, yes.
Oh, but that must be millions.
This is just a small part of my profits from so many enterprises. Annie, my dear, I have billions, not millions.
I never dreamed there could be so much money.
Well, there's more where this came from. I work among the wealthiest, most well-connected power brokers in the world, the richest 1%. But that's our secret, and we don't share. Certainly not with the hoi polloi. They're just pawns in our many games.
Aren't you afraid of all those people out there?
Those people are powerless in the face of my great influence. Money not only talks, it rules. I've invested it wisely to see to that. I've bought quite a few congressmen, some senators, and even a couple of presidents are willing to play my games.
Wow. Well, holy smokes. Where does all that money come from?
Endless war is profitable, my dear. I earn this money through hard work and personal enterprise.
Daddy, you haven't gone to war.
Oh, me? Oh, no. I wouldn't dream of it. But I've sold weapons to warring countries. Missiles, landmines, drones, bombs, bombers, stealth systems, spy satellites, the usual stuff. I'm a patriotic citizen of the United States, the biggest weapons dealer in the world. This money's just a drop in the bucket.
Gee whiskers. I always thought war was a terrible thing, destroying innocent lives, ruining the earth and the land and the water. Do you like war?
I like business, and war is big business.
Wow. Daddy Warbucks, what are you going to do with all that money, besides buying politicians?
Well, I'm building more bombs and weapons and machinery to conduct more wars, of course. Sometimes I sell to both sides in a war. When one side gets an advanced weapon, the other side wants to buy it too, or even more advanced to catch up and bypass its enemy. So I'll be reinvesting this pile of money in more wars. That's where the profits are.
Gee whiskers, Daddy Warbucks. Isn't there more to living than just making a profit? Can't you think of some other nice things you could do with the money? You could help the world. You could create jobs. You could help the elderly. You could support education. You could help the veterans. You could build infrastructure. Why, you could have decent health care. Oh, everything could work. I know you love America.
Well, Annie, at this point, America is the same to me as any third world country. Let the rabble make their own way. My money is mine. The people can look after themselves.
Whoa, what do they mean out there, Daddy, saying we are the 99%?
Oh, that's their quaint way of saying that only 1% of us super rich own and control most of the wealth in this country. The rest of them can fight over what's left. If they only knew it's not just this country we're taking over, it's the whole world. We want it all. Every resource will soon be in our hands.
Oh, you can't eat gold or drink oil. You can't have tar sands for dessert. Why, you need real food. Gold isn't digestible. You can't sow a field of seeds with gold or silver coins. Money can't buy love or happiness or wealth. Daddy Warbucks, you need community. You need a clean earth.
Earth first. We'll conquer the other planets later. That's what the Star Wars weapons system is all about. Well, I have to go now, Annie, to meet the Joint Chiefs of Staff. We have to go manipulate the results of an upcoming missile test.
Oh, bye, Daddy Warbucks. See you later, Daddy. Good heavens, that's just sick. Oh, poor Daddy Warbucks. He's talking crazy. I owe him a lot, but I sure don't agree with him about his money. Oh, it's Sandy. I better go see what he wants. Hello, Sandy. Oh, they're still out there, aren't they, Mr. M?
Here you are, Annie. Sandy and I have been looking for you.
Oh, good. Hello, Mr. M. I was with Daddy. Oh, he's so interested in making a profit. He sure has a pile of dough, and I think it's made him crazy.
Just what I expected. That's war profit money, Annie.
Yeah, I know. That's right.
You know, we have to make our Daddy Warbucks understand that there's more to this world and that war is not the answer.
He told me all he cares about is profit. Wars mean nothing to him but more money. I bet he has $10 billion.
10 billions is nothing compared to what the wars cost. And that money comes from the people of this country, Annie. It comes from the mothers and the dads and the futures of their children. It comes from the health of the planet itself.
I told him that. Mr. M. He just laughed at me. He said the people can take care of themselves.
Well, people can't take care of themselves if the planet is ruined with greed and wars. 10 billion. Can you imagine what $3 trillion looks like?
Oh, $3 trillion? Why, that would fill up this entire mansion.
More than that. 3 trillion would be $1,000 for each of the 3 million people on the earth, in the country. And any of the 3 trillion $1 bills would reach 190,000 miles. And that's 7.5 times around the equator.
Wow.
And the wars cost us at least $3 billion, probably more.
$3 trillion?
$3 trillion.
Oh, whoa.
And the profits are created by violence and destruction.
Oh.
It costs $1 million a year to keep $1 million a year to keep a soldier in Afghanistan.
What?
Yes, $1 million a year to keep a soldier in Afghanistan. Now, wouldn't it be better if we gave that money to families?
Yeah, it would. Yes, you make a lot of sense, Mr. M. It's awful to have wars causing death and sorrow all over the world.
Annie, your parents were killed in a senseless war. That's how you became Little Orphan Annie. I don't know, you know, you wouldn't want that to happen to all the children in the world, would you?
Jeepers, no.
Annie, what can you do?
What's that, Sandy? What is that? You say we can join the people's movement in the streets? You say we can take part and maybe change Daddy's mind? Wow! Wow! Good dog.
Good dog, Sandy. Hey, maybe we can round up your junior commandos and get them to work.
Good idea. They could be the peacemakers. If we can change minds, we could change Warbucks to peace and people bucks. Yeah, even kids can help. We could do it.
Now you're talking, Annie.
Oh.
Let's get on the job. Let's take the money back that's been stolen from all over the world. We're all one human family after all.
Yeah. Oh, not to mention the animals.
Not to mention the
If we could end wars tomorrow, we could end all the suffering and the sorrow. If we end wars, we'd bring the bucks home tomorrow. We'd no longer have to steal or borrow. If we end war, when I think of a world that's free and peaceful, I lift up my chin, I grin and say, let's bring the troops home tomorrow. Yes, we've got to work to win tomorrow. Come what may, tomorrow, tomorrow, to heck with tomorrow. Let's bring the troops home today.
Bring the Warbucks home.
Bring the Warbucks home. Bring the Warbucks home. Bring the Warbucks home. Bring the Warbucks home. Bring the Warbucks home.
What's all the fuss?
Oh, sorry, Daddy. We can't stop now. We got some organizing to do with the Fellowship of Reconciliation and lots of other groups. The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated.
What's gotten into them?
Warbucks. Did you know about that?
Wonder where the billions went. We're the 99%. Wonder where the billions went. We're the 99%. Wonder where the billions went. Jobs not war. Jobs not war. Jobs not war. Jobs not war. Jobs not war.
I thought we moved to Olympia in order for you to have a more quiet life, but it sure hasn't been like that so far. What are they doing out there?
Well, Annie, I suppose they're angry at rich people like me. It's always the case. The powerful are blamed for the poverty in the world. Olympia's so far from Wall Street, but the people in Olympia still know what's really going on.
Wow. What was...
Occupy Olympia, Wall Street is everywhere.
Occupy Olympia, Wall Street is everywhere. Occupy Olympia, Wall Street is everywhere.
Occupy Olympia,
Wall Street is everywhere.
We're the 99%. Wonder where the billions went?
We're the 99%.
Jobs not war. Jobs not war. Jobs not
billions, the war billions home.
Bring the war billions home. Bring the war billions home. Bring the war billions home.